What you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it all. Oh, what you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me? Oh, what you know about me?
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of More Than the Title, episode 275, y'all. What a milestone. I'm just so grateful and thankful for this journey, y'all. You know what it is. I'm your host, as usual, Jared, Chief Revenue Officer at Outside the Box Digital. And I'm just proud, man. I'm proud. I want to say thank you to everybody who supported us across LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. On YouTube, we are 10,000 views away from our 1 million view mark, y'all. 1 million views, man. Hold on, I want to do it on the platform. 1 million, y'all. And it wouldn't have happened without your support. And also, next Tuesday is More Than a Title's 4th year anniversary. So we're going to have a great show lined up. We're going to have surprise guests. We're going to have people just pop in, say their favorite memories. We're just going to have a great time, and we're going to celebrate life and celebrate what this platform has grown to. So, and it wouldn't have happened without you guys. So thank you. And before we introduce this queen, I just want to say something about a great experience I had today. I ain't going to hold y'all. A great experience. So I've actually shout out to another powerful Black queen, Dr. Jamila Davis. So if you guys aren't familiar with her, she actually was on the American Gangster Trap Queen. So she actually did time, came home, and actually has a program called Boss Up, where she's going into schools in the Bronx, in Jersey, all throughout the city. And she's helping these kids become entrepreneurs and learn marketing. And it's a whole curriculum. It's a whole program. It's been proven. It's backed by the city. It is such a beautiful thing. And I actually went to one of the classes today, 228th in the Bronx. Went in there, and I'm like, these kids are in their shirts, they suits, they got their business plans. And this is a class they had to elect to go into. So I was just so honored, and I had the opportunity to speak to the kids and then tell them what I'm going through and tell them what I've learned about business and what my journey in a sense been. And they, oh my God, what's up, you Jared? What, you talked to Beyonce's pops? You did this? And it was just like crazy to see them glow, made me glow. And some of these kids, I'm telling you, these kids are brilliant. And some of these kids got build businesses in high school with 153,000 followers on Instagram. I'm telling you, 16-year-old kid I'm speaking to today. And I say that to say I'm just so proud of these kids. And if this is what the next generation looks like, especially for our community, this is uptown in the jungle. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of these kids. And I'm just honored to be a part of that. I was honored to just be there, see them light up. And it was just dope. So, because what they want you to believe is that they're not that. What they want you to believe is that we can't read, we effed up, we don't know what's going on. That's what they want you to think. But they out there. These kids are busting their tail. And we're going to start doing it. So I'm going to do something too. So now that I'm part of that program, I am going to announce I'm going to start working with some of these kids. We're going to mentor these kids. We're going to find the right people that's been on this platform to talk to these kids. And we're going to make it happen. And I'm going to get them on the show. And we're going to talk to these kids because y'all got to see it. Y'all got to see it. So that's what I just want to say. And so thank you to my brother Jerry for the opportunity. Angie, Dr. Davis, you guys are doing an amazing job. And I just want to give y'all, give y'all the horn before we start off the show. And with that said, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
Let's start the show.
First of all, shout out to my brother, Sean Atkinson. Shout out to my brother. So if you guys seen this episode, the episode was incredible. This is my brother I've known for 15 years. As soon as after the episode, he's like, you got to meet this queen. You got to meet her, right? Like, you got to meet her. And so anybody Sean say is good, it's good. We had a conversation. We just hit it off. I felt her journey. I felt the energy. And then 2 weeks later, she's here on the show, and we're going to celebrate it for Women's History Month. So let's give her the introduction she deserves, y'all. Let's make it happen. So first of all, for those first-time listeners, this is More Than a Title. I'm your host, Jared, and this is where we keep it real. This is where we celebrate the ones doing it, the ones who've sacrificed, the ones who faced adversity, the ones really out here making an impact. the underdog, so to speak, right? This is what we celebrate here. And so this month, we're celebrating 3 women a week. This is episode 2 of this week. And so please continue to support. But this queen is somebody who spent a decade helping women not just start businesses, but build ones that actually last. She's a business and financial coach dedicated to turning ideas into real, sustainable businesses. She works with women to bridge the gap between vision and execution, helping them move from uncertainty into clarity, structure, and growth. But she also focuses on the mindset required to lead, helping her clients fully step into the role of CEO and building businesses that are not just successful, but sustainable. So let's introduce the queen. You've seen her in the boardrooms. You've seen her in the conferences. You've seen her on the calls. And now she's on your favorite podcast for the very first time. Let's introduce our sis, Miss Michelle Mitchell. Y'all, let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Come on, I gotta give you that. Gotta give you that.
What an introduction.
So welcome. It's an honor, real talk.
Thank you for having me.
It's an honor. So let's get into it. Let's start off how we normally start. Is I want people to understand your mindset and what you've been through to see who you are today. So let's start early. What's early growing up, Michelle? Like, influences. What's that like?
Yeah. So Michelle grew up in a very small town in Michigan, close to Lake Michigan, with my parents, and I have an older brother, a younger brother, and a younger sister. So a household. There was 4 kids, and our parents loved us. Our parents did everything they could for us. They instilled in us to honor God, to honor our family, and to be educated. That's right. That's what my parents instilled in us. And from an early age, I was always a high achiever. Even though I was the quiet little girl in the back. You know, I was the little girl that didn't want to stand on stage, stand in the pool, like at church on Easter Sunday to say her speech. And yet today I'm standing on stages teaching people. And who knew that from that little girl to where I am today just blows my mind. It blows my mind.
But you made a great point though. So what shifted the mindset early? You saying like, I don't want to get on stage. What was there a moment? Was there something that clicked for you? What happened?
You know, over time, like I learned that I really enjoyed teaching. And in order to teach, you have to be in the front of the room. So I got comfortable being in the front of the room because I enjoyed teaching. And that has just helped me build confidence and find my voice and, you know, just step out there and shed that persona that I had of myself as a child, being quiet, being shy, always wanting to be in the back of the room. Now, I'm not jumping to be in the front of the room, but when you put me in front of a group where my message can impact you and change your life, I'm all for it.
Message! Screaming, baby. But you hit the nail on the head. You just following your passion, right? And it comes down to at that point, like, how bad do you want it? Do you want to overcome this obstacle of doing this, or do you want to impact people? And if you're going to impact people, you got to do that.
Exactly.
There's also being prepared, right? Knowing what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Preparation takes out the nervousness.
Yes, it does. It does. So, you know, that's how I started. You know, I went to college. I got my degree in accounting. Spent about 10 years in corporate, you know, corporate America, like, why? Anyway.
You know,
the man.
You know, I'm jaded with corporate America at this point, but anyway, that's how I got my start. And, you know, that's where I, you know, got my, you know, helped me with my professionalism in the accounting space. Okay. So
But let's talk about that, right? Because
Yeah.
that's not talked about enough, especially for Women's History Month, right? What do
Mhm.
women have to do in corporate America to ascend and climb the ladder, right? And
Yeah.
play the game essentially. So, like, what are
Mhm.
some of the obstacles, you know, outside of the norm, right? Because there's colorism, there's this, us
Yeah.
being who we are. It's just it's a lot of factors, right? So, what is something
Yeah.
that you overcame in corporate that was like really, really tough?
Yeah. So one of the things that, especially coming up in corporate in the 90s, like
Yeah, that's a
women didn't really have a place. And I had a boss that was putting me in the front of the room. He said, "I want you to become a trainer because
mm,
what? I'm learning to love to teach, right?" So he gave me an opportunity to step in front of the room full of men, full of men. And I'm an accountant. I'm shy. You like, I don't know if I can do this because of my history. I don't know. But when I did, and the one thing that I do whenever I encounter something new, I try to learn everything I can about it so that when I step in front of the room, I am prepared. And then when I stepped in front of the room and taught the class the first time, I was like, "Oh my God, did I do what? I like that." Not
yeah,
only did I like that, but the people learned something from me. And it was a group of men. I'm teaching them accounting systems so that they can prepare their budgets for their departments.
mm,
That was me. So I did that a few times and ended up over the course of, I don't know, a year or so,
mm,
I became the trainer of the trainers.
mm. The trainer of the trainers.
The train
Woo.
So, he like this particular boss like saw me and saw what I had to offer even before I could see it.
That's important. Yeah,
Yes, and
that,
he gave me that opportunity to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's super dope. So now it sounds like once you become the trainer of trainers, right? You're actually successful. You know what I
Yes.
mean? You're dealing with the pressure, the stresses of corporate
Yep.
America. Like, what made you want to leave? Was there a moment that made you?
Oh, good question. Um
You could have kept on the money train.
I could have kept on that
You
train,
know,
right? I could have kept on because I was traveling, I was going to different places, like,
Time, you got the credit card, they boom
insane.
ding, yo.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I was in college, we are very close to the Kellogg Company here.
Okay.
And the Kellogg Company was one of my dream jobs when I was in college. Why, I don't know. But anyway,
It's Kellogg.
um,
That's
yeah.
major. That's major.
It's major, it's a top tier company and it's right down the street.
Layup.
So they recruited me and they plucked me out of that company and I went to Kellogg. And let me tell you,
What's it like at Kellogg? What was
I
that?
hated it.
Saying,
I hated it.
it
I was
wasn't
a
great.
slave to the job.
It wasn't great. Come on, Tony. No. All right. Damn,
Tony the Tiger was not fun to work for.
it was not. But what it was just like too much. Like it was too stringent. What is that environment?
It was very rigid.
Yeah.
And at the time, I had a toddler,
Oh,
and I would drop him off at daycare first thing in the morning at 6:30, and he was the last one being picked up at night because financial analysts at this company, like, you worked until the job is done.
yeah.
Like, they didn't care about your home life. They didn't care if you had a toddler. They did not care.
Yeah. You want this paper? You got to do
That's
it.
right.
And then play the
Yes.
game. Yep.
Yes. So many days, especially during month-end close, I would bring my toddler to work with me at the end of the day after daycare had closed. I would bring him, and that just wasn't a life for us to live.
Yeah.
And God had to intervene because dumb me, I wasn't quitting that job, that corporate job.
I ain't never leaving Kellogg. You hear me? You know.
Ain't never leaving. But he said, I got something better for you and you don't even know it. And I got laid off.
Oh.
I got laid off from that job. They cut like 500 people. Got laid off from that job. And now what?
That's the worst. I've been in group layoffs. That's the worst. You're like, how you 500? How'd you get to my name on the Excel sheet? Like, how'd you get to my shit?
Do you know you just recruited me? You just had me uproot my family and move here.
Oh, you moved for the job too?
I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How many months was you into the move? Like,
I had been there almost 2 years.
So now you comfortable. Now I know the neighbors. Yeah, nah. Oh,
yeah.
No. Oh no.
Yeah. But you know, you just never know what that next step might like. What the being comfortable in that comfort zone is keeping you from. You never. Yeah, you never know what is keeping you from. And until you step outside of that comfort zone, you will never know.
That's real. That's how I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how I became an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a story for a good percentage of us, right?
Yes.
You end up doing good. You go through the corporate game. You make these sacrifices. You're sacrificing time from family, your kids, all of these things that you hold dearly because you're like, I just want to be acknowledged. And sometimes that acknowledgement never comes, even if you're performing at a high clip.
Yep.
And so you just get tired of it, and you get this, and then when you're the one on that Excel sheet of 700 people, and you're like, holy.
And guess what? Because I'm an accountant, I actually saw it coming. Really? I just didn't know what they was gonna do about it. But I'm a numbers person.
Yeah.
So I could see it. Usually
it's sales. They get rid of some sales guys. They get rid of a little bit of marketing.
It was a whole lot of us left on the side. At the corporate office.
Bob from marketing's on the line. All of your YouTube's in? Oh, damn.
All of it. Yes.
Oh, man. All of it. So what made you, what still made you want to jump off the ledge and create your own business versus going back and playing the game?
Yeah.
Because you got Kellogg on the resume now. You can go back to.
I can go anywhere, right?
Anywhere, exactly.
I could go anywhere. But at this time, I was also pregnant with our second child. So motherhood became very important to me. And with the experience with my son and, that whole dropping him off, he's the first one there and the last one. I'm not raising my child. The daycare is.
That's a fact.
So, my husband was very supportive and he was like, okay, do what you got.
Do what you got to do. You hit with the roach out. My man got 2 jobs.
You got to do. So this is when my side hustle started because I was home. I was home with these 2 children and, his income was sufficient, but we wasn't getting no extras.
Gotcha.
So I started doing side hustles and my first side hustle was a daycare business.
That's a good business.
Yes. Wasn't except that I like taking care of my children. I just didn't like taking care of other people's children.
That's a method. Word. Yeah, especially at the age. It depends on the little age, the 1, 2.
Yes.
You gotta love it.
Yes. And my other side hustle, I became a Mary Kay consultant.
Oh, so you was knocking on the doors?
Yeah. I could sell some makeup, let me tell you. And let me tell you what Mary Kay taught me. Okay. Mary Kay taught me how to sit in front of a customer, package up my product, tell them the benefit of the product, and sell it to them.
There you go. Method. That's the key to sales.
Yes. It's the key to sales. I learned that in Mary Kay.
Yeah, you don't sell the product. You sell the dream of what the product can do.
Yes, you do.
You don't sell the problem.
And how do you get people back on your calendar? because that's Mary Kay. You gotta have these appointments, right? So how you get the appointment before the people leave. It taught me how to do sales, how to get the next appointment, and I use it to this day in my accounting firm. I'm always scheduling the next follow-up before this call ends.
That's a fact. Yeah. No follow-up, no, my friend.
Exactly.
Hey, that become 2 weeks later. I don't know you, my friend.
So Mary Kay was a blessing in disguise.
Fire.
It helped me with my speaking. It helped me with how I teach. It helped me in front of the room, right?
Yeah.
You know, I became the person that trained the other consultants.
There you go.
Yeah. I was doing it all over again, right?
Yeah.
So all of this was just training ground for me for when I launched my own business.
And what was that? What was that moment? What was that moment? You're like, all right, now I'm over here, Mary Kay. Like we doing,
Yeah,
we got it. We figuring it out. Boom, boom, boom. Like I just can't do this no more. I got to make my own system.
Yes. So what I discovered? Okay, Mary Kay. Like you made a commission from the sales. You make 50%, and when you have a team, you make a percentage of the total team sales. So I had a team, and I was selling product, right? But I started thinking to myself, what if I just made 100%?
Makes sense to me.
What if I just made 100% and not 50% and then 13% or 26% or whatever? Just 100%. So I thought about it like, okay, what can I do? And I have a skill set. I can help people with numbers. Numbers are so easy for me. I can explain complicated financial data in a very simplified way. Okay. And my husband was like, you need to do accounting. I'm like, but I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna be for these numbers, B.
I don't want it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I eventually I started my accounting firm. And all those skills I had learned the 10 years prior were very useful in my startup.
Absolutely. And what kind of so for my business, I ain't gonna lie to you, like shit, we didn't even have no upfront capital cost, right? Like what was it like when you just started? Because like we got ours like 1 week. All we had to pay for was the LLC. Once we got the LLC, we had to create the invoice, and we like, all right, cool. And then you evolve your business. You add services, you take some out, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So what did you need to start?
So what I needed to start, I had my brain, right? I needed a laptop.
Okay, so
I needed a computer.
Yeah.
And I needed some software. And I asked my dad for $500 because that's all it costs for me to get started. Because when I tell you, my husband provided for us, but we didn't have extra. So with my brain and a new laptop, I started.
Just got it. How quickly did it take to get the first client? Like, how did you market it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So here's my thing. I did not want to use my warm network.
Got you. But why? Why? Tell the people why. Because I know why, but why you don't want to use your warm network? I'm just curious.
Your family and friends, they want, can I get the discount? Can I get the family? No, you can't. I'm just getting started. I can't give you a discount. So they didn't even know I had a business for at least 2 years. I didn't even talk to any of them about it. Damn! Yep.
That's whack. I literally was just talking about that. I don't know. I think like 2-3 episodes ago. I was like, yo, like us as family in the Black community, we got to get better with that shit.
We got to get better.
Especially if you're a first generation business owner. Mm-hmm. Like I literally said this like 2 episodes ago. I was like, yo, in my family, and there's no disrespect to anybody, you know, I love y'all, but We were doing parties for even back in the day. We do parties for a person to come home. Yo, you just came home, throw a party. You sitting there pop blocking and shit.
Yeah.
You right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the. Why are we celebrating this shit?
Right.
Why are we celebrating this shit? And you just open up a business and nobody want to help. Nobody want to roll up their sleeve. Nobody, yo, do you need help? You know, I know plumbing. Do you know I know this? I know electricity. I know whatever.
Yeah.
But you got to come out of pocket. But as soon as you make it,
Yep.
soon as you make it, now I got to borrow my results.
Right.
And it's trash.
Yeah.
It makes you jaded.
It does. It does. But I did not start with my warm network. My husband at the time, he was in the community meeting with business owners, and he would say, "Hey, my wife can help you. Hey, my wife knows QuickBooks. Hey, she can help you." And I started helping them. And then at some point I got a teaching gig at a small business development center teaching QuickBooks. And that's really how I got my first real clients, is teaching QuickBooks at the development center. Yeah.
And then one turning into two.
Yep.
Turning to four, turning to more.
That's right. That's right. So that's how I got like my first footings. And then I would apply for jobs, like people looking for accountants. And I would go to the interview, and I converted them from hiring me as an employee to hiring me as a contractor.
Oh, there you go. Why wouldn't you?
I did that twice.
Why
and I had those clients for over 10 years. Yeah.
So like we can go mad ways with it. Because there's a lot of game in what you just said. All right. So first of all, like when you talk first, how did you figure out your pricing and stuff like that? So like a lot of entrepreneurs, that's the hardest part, right? Like one is figuring out your services, figuring out how you're gonna market, how I'm gonna do lead generation. Like so, like how, you had the assist, like you have a support system, and I do want to get to that in a minute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But what was that like for you? Yeah. Did you figure everything out? How long did it take?
Yeah. So in the beginning, like I took I just took my salary hourly rate and bumped it up a little bit and charged that. That wasn't good enough. Oh my God. I tell entrepreneurs all day, every day, look, your prices are too low. Your prices are too low because let me tell you, to make $100,000 and you got to pay taxes and all your expenses, you still ain't making $50,000.
Message.
You're not making $50,000. What is that going to do in today's economy? You're not charging enough. So I started there, and then the more clients I got, every client had a new price. I never had a set price.
Gotcha. Everything.
So I just built and built and built on top, and to the place where people were like, "Your prices are how much?" Yeah. I'm like, but you don't know what it took for me to get here. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But there's still a mental battle with you as an entrepreneur, like especially if you're not like you don't have the sales background, stuff like that. If you're just doing something you're passionate about, it's justifying that additional cost.
Yes.
So like, how do we what advice would you give to people to justify? Like, so say for instance, if I'm charging $200 to come on this podcast, right? I should be charging $400 or $500, right?
Right.
How do I justify? How do I put that in value to the customer?
So then you think about the value of what you're doing brings to that client, because that value is what they pay for. And if their pain is large enough, they will pay that price. Absolutely. Because they want to be out of pain. Right? Because you are there to solve a problem. Most people in businesses don't see that they are there to solve another person's problem, but that's what you're there for, to solve their problem. Their problem could be luxury. Yeah. Like it could be a luxury thing, but if that person wants that luxury, there is value in that.
That's a fact.
There is value. So whether you have a commodity product or service or a luxury product or service, There is a client out there willing to pay, and to pay at the rate you want them to pay. Period.
Absolutely.
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 You just got to go find them.
But also, like, I think people get hooked up on is the value, because value is subjective. So when you say, you know what I'm saying? So like, so if you don't know what problem that you're solving and what kind of value, so what I tell entrepreneurs or anybody in sales, right, it has to be something that's revenue generating.
Mm-hmm.
There's need to have problems, and there's nice to have problems.
True. If it's a money thing or a time saver, there's value in that.
Absolutely.
There's value in that, and you can attach a value to it.
True.
If it's money, I'm saving you in taxes. How much can I can save you $10,000 in taxes. I can save you $50,000 in taxes. Yeah. Or I can help you increase your profit margins by 25% just by changing a few things. And guess what? There's value in that.
Absolutely. And they will pay for it. But
they will pay for it.
And sometimes they got problems that they don't even know they have.
That is true. You have to almost be a detective when you are engaging in conversation with potential clients. It's your job to uncover what their real problem is. Because they came to you. Okay, people come to me, oh, I don't know how to use QuickBooks. I just need somebody to do QuickBooks for me. Nah, sis, that ain't your problem.
Exactly.
Let me go diagnose what your problem really is. And when you start uncovering that, they'll be like, oh my God, she's amazing. Yes, she is worth her rates. Absolutely. Because I have diagnosed your problem, because I show up as the professional. I am the doctor.
I ain't mad at it. So, I do got to ask you, then what is one of the toughest challenges that you had in your business? Was there a moment where, I just feel like every entrepreneur has a fork in the road moment. And you know what I'm going with this, right? Yes. So like every entrepreneur has that moment where it's like, yo, I know I'm on the right path. Shit ain't looking right now, but I'm gonna still go through this door number 2.
Yes.
What was a moment like that for you?
So I actually have 2. Let me tell you about the barbecue man.
The barbecue man. You're the Mr. Tender.
The barbecue man. He taught me so much. The barbecue man. The barbecue man, Black man, of course. The barbecue man was making money hand over fist in cash, right? He comes to me, I'm going to do things decent and in order. I have a professional accounting background. So therefore, I'm going to get your systems up to date, right? I'm going to show you what you should be doing with this cash. I'm going to show you how to, yes, you can collect cash, but what are you going to do with it after you collect it? Because 1, you need to pay tax. You need to pay sales tax. 2, you need to replenish your product. So you got to set some money aside for product, right? 3, you have you have people working for you.
Somebody getting paid out.
And you got to pay them. So I'm going to show you all of this and how you can actually build a business where you are going to have lots of profit, right? And I did all this work for the barbecue man. And do you know, he told me, your invoice is too high and I am not paying it. Another brother told a sister that after she did all the work.
Mr. Tenderism, no.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not. I don't even want to say his name, Mr. Tenderism.
Yes.
Good brother, but no.
Yes. So, that was very hurtful for me. And I learned a lesson to get a contract up front and a payment authorization form signed.
Message.
But if it ain't a blessing, it's a lesson.
That's right. So I learned from that. And that happened to me back in 2014. That voicemail is still on my phone today because I will never forget. I will never forget that lesson.
Yeah.
And I tell people now, when you're in business, do things decently and in order, get your contracts, get them signed. At least you have a footing if something goes wrong,
Absolutely.
right?
But why didn't you had a leg to stand on? Why you ain't attack the bar? Why you ain't, you know what I mean? Why you ain't honey roast?
Exactly. Because I'm not gonna fight with him.
Got you.
I'm not gonna fight with him.
Makes sense.
Let that be, because God is gonna bless me no matter what. And he did.
Message.
That's a
He
fact.
did. God blessed me from that. And when I tell you he will get what he deserves, absolutely he got what he deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of lessons in that. Like I ain't
A
gonna lie.
lot of lessons.
Sometimes, first of all, choosing the right client and who you want to work with is
Absolutely.
having the wrong client can set you back months or
Yes.
even years, or take you completely out.
Out of the game. Yes.
Take you out of the game. And the name of the game is stay in the game.
Yes.
That's the name. That's
Yes.
it. Doesn't matter how you do. You gotta repeat it.
Right.
You gotta get this from this. Your mama sent you $50 to get
Right.
whatever it is.
Right.
Stay in the game. So when you get a moment like that, like, which is so tough, because like I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. As a Black entrepreneur, I've never done business with a Black brand.
Oh,
Powerful, and that
yeah,
sucks. And
it does.
why can't we? I remember
Why
one
not?
time, it was one time early in our business. I won't even say the brand name, right? But like, hit us up. We was building a relationship. We had like 3-4 calls. We get to know each other. Y'all really think you guys are helpful, and we could do this. We could make this type of impact. This is what you bring to the table. We could use your media platform, and we could cross collaborate. We boom and boom. Everything sounded good. Everything.
Mhm.
All right, cool. And we coming up with ideas for their social team, all that stuff. We come to the joint, and he hit us with the, yeah, I'm not really trying to pay. He said he's not trying to pay. I said, we had 5 fucking calls. The pay is the pay. We're not even trying to bang him in the head. We wasn't even trying to knock him.
Right.
It was like, we just trying to build. Let's start small. Let's crawl,
Mhm.
walk, run. We the whole package. You already know everything's laid out. We can even do some bespoke packages, like whatever you want. We can take that out, make this.
Mhm.
All right, we'll make something happen.
Mhm.
He said, you're not trying to pay.
Wow.
But would you do that to a white agency? Would you do that to any other?
Exactly.
Would you do that?
Exactly.
And it was a valuable lesson in my business, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm trying to go. Like, sometimes you have to just choose the right client. That's just
You
the bottom,
do. You do.
bottom line. But sometimes we want the bread and we got the bills.
Yeah.
You gotta, don't let me catch your ass in the street notice. You catch one of them things, you gotta fucking do what you gotta
Right. Right.
do.
That's
You
true.
catch one of those is messed up. And you're gonna catch one of those in entrepreneurship, y'all.
Right.
You're gonna catch one of those in this.
You are.
What do you do when you catch that notice?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, there's so many different obstacles in business. Like, and what was one of the best things that happened in you in business? What was one of the blessing after barbecue, man? What's the obstacle? Like, who came through and was like, boo boo, drop the bag off.
Yeah, the blessing after barbecue. Like, I was in the trenches doing all the work myself for a very long time, for like 8 years in the business by myself. I was doing the marketing. I was doing everything. I was doing the client work and all that,
8 years.
juggling my family because my family was young.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing it all. And then, I to be honest, if I really, really think about it, the biggest blessing that I had in the business is something that you would never consider.
What is it?
So I have 2 children, and my son had already gone to college, and my daughter, who is 5 years younger than him, left for college, and that just gave me a sense of relief in my business. And because she was okay in college, I was able to then start building the business that I truly desired.
Message.
So you
Because like I said in the beginning, my children came first.
always family.
Yeah.
So you're not instead of getting this employee, instead of getting the thing I know I need to scale. Yeah, we got to get some. I might get the new.
My daughter was on travel volleyball.
Right.
That crap was expensive.
Yep.
She
And
got a volleyball scholarship, so she was okay. And now I could be like, okay, now what am I gonna do? I'm not the volleyball mom no more. I was the laptop mom because I could take my laptop to tournaments. I could work and I could work wherever I wanted to. I could follow her all over the country. But when she went to school, it was almost like a permission. Mom, go blow up.
Do you, Mom?
Yeah.
Yep. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
And ever since then, it's been a whole nother trajectory for me. Yeah.
What was like one of the best investments that you made into your business, whether it be time, money, those?
One of the best, I remember this day. One of the best investments I made in my business was hiring a business coach. And at that time, I remember that for whatever reason, my husband was home when I was talking to her, and she said how much she costs. And my husband standing at my door like, you got to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you what.
Shit. He was like, hell no. Best investment I ever made. I have made so much money since I invested in her to help me. Oh my God. Yes.
Wow. Like without giving too much game, what was one of the best pieces of game that she gave you that you've implemented in your business?
She taught me how to do a lead generation system.
Oh, the funnel. She hit you with a funnel?
Yes, she did. I got caught up in her funnel, right?
Oh man. The funnel,
yes.
But the problem was like not even a problem, right? Like so that's a bet on yourself moment. Right?
It is.
It's a bet on yourself moment. I don't know you, lady. I don't even know your funnel. Like you might have a name, you might be good, you might not be good, you might just be good at branding. Like you could be a bunch of whatever. And I'm gonna invest in this money, and you just took the leap of faith.
I did.
A lot of us it's hard to make that leap of faith because there's so many saying different things, and there's so many scammers, there's so many like what made you want to believe in this lady?
So first of all, I invested over 5 figures with her, right? I did my due diligence. I did my own due diligence. I stalked this woman. Yes, I did. I was on all her social medias. I was on all of her like YouTube video. I'm like, does she know what she's talking about? Like, how can she help me? But also, she was a trainer with Intuit, who owns QuickBooks. And I went to a conference and I saw her again. And I'm like, yep. It's a yes for me.
And you seeing her at the conference, seeing her actually outside, seeing her spots, seeing the way she move her energy, all that stuff. And then
yes. But my husband was like that man. What? But now he can hug and kiss her.
$5, shit. Mama knock you in the head for $5 now.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on for $5. I need to know if you're the real.
And he was like, how you gonna pay for that? And I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it.
So how long would you say until you started seeing results after the investment? Was it like a 30, 60, 90 type of thing?
I probably started seeing results within 90 to 120 days, probably.
Okay.
Yep. I started seeing results. She just gave me such good advice. I ended up being one of her coaches.
Oh.
She hired me because like I told you before, when I start something, I learn everything I can about it. Everything I can.
Dope.
And when I showed up on her calls, I was popping. I was answering questions. I was helping other people. But that's who I am, though.
Exactly. Yep.
That's who I am. So she saw that in me. And one day she was like, I need to talk to you. Like, how you learn all? You just know. but it's from helping so many entrepreneurs. It's from being in the background, looking at their numbers, seeing their behavior on how they respond to whether it's investing, whether it's like the abundance mentality or scarcity mentality. I saw it all because I was looking at the numbers and I was talking to these business owners. So I learned a lot, right?
Yeah, you're getting real-time experience.
I'm getting real-time experience. So therefore I can give it back to other people because I've seen it in real time.
Real time.
Yeah.
That's real. So what then I gotta ask you, what is the mama I made it moment? What was one moment in your business where it was like, damn, I can't believe we did that, yo. And did you celebrate the thing? Because that's another thing we don't do. We don't celebrate the damn wins.
True. I think that it happened last year. Someone reached out to me blindly, like I didn't know them. And they were like, we want you to speak at our conference. And I'm like, how you find me? Because I'm not out there like that as a speaker yet, right?
Yeah.
And they told me that one of our colleagues was in the audience when you spoke, and they said, you have to get her here.
Message.
Me? Okay. All right.
What was the joint that you did that they found you in? Was it a paid speaking engagement?
So they paid me, they paid all of my travel and stuff. So it wasn't paid, but kind of paid.
Well, no, that worked. You paid for the hotel and
they paid for all of my travel to go there.
Boom.
Yep. And I got exposure.
There it goes.
I wasn't on stages like that yet, And I'm like, you found me where?
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they told me that the person that was in the room made only one recommendation, and it was you.
Wow. Come on, man.
And I'm like, okay.
And then that led to something, and another one led to two, and then the four.
Yes.
But
yes.
How do you also come up? So are you doing more speaking now?
So I am doing more speaking now. I'm being a little selective about the in-person speaking, but because I'm still trying to figure it out. I have the accounting firm, but I'm starting something else. Like, entrepreneurs are always entrepreneurs, right? Like, and my messaging was getting messy with the accounting firm. So literally I'm starting a leadership thing for entrepreneurs because I done learned so many lessons that most entrepreneurs start a business and it's all consuming. My life is not like that. I have been able to remove myself as the bottleneck of the business, and the business runs itself, and I don't have to be involved unless it's at the leadership level. I don't. My team does it.
But I say this to entrepreneurs all the time. It's us against us.
It's
you versus you.
Yes. It's you versus you.
It's you versus you. The man ain't do. I can't blame.
Let me tell you what the problem is in your business. No. It is you, ma'am. It's you. You getting into your own way. Yeah.
But how do you remove the bottlenecks, right? Like the bottleneck. So all right, most entrepreneurs, especially when you're starting out, you're so in your business that you can't work on your business, right?
Right.
Like how do we get more entrepreneurs like to transition from that?
Yeah, it's really hard to transition, but let me tell you, you need to be in the business enough. You need to be working every parts of the business enough so you know it, right?
Facts.
So when you begin to hire, you know what that person is supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you done did it. You done
done it.
You know what good and great looks like.
You know what kind of results you want.
Yeah.
Like you have to be in it for a minute. And that's what I talked to Sean about.
In it for a minute. Like,
Yeah, right.
you got a coin now. You better stop playing with it. You gotta be in it for a minute. That should
You
have.
got to be in it for a minute, right? And I remember Sean was, I think he was either 3 or 5 years into his business. And he said, Michelle, you shared a nugget with me that I just never forgot.
What was
I
that?
just never forgot. And it's about like, you got to learn the business first. Then you can start expanding, right?
That's real.
And as an entrepreneur, you got to shift identities, because I guarantee you, as a new entrepreneur, you are coming in with an employee mindset.
Message.
That's real.
Because that's all you know.
You
That's
know.
what you've been trained to do, is to be an employee, someone else's worker, right? Then you start working your own thing. That's why you got to do the sales. You got to do the marketing. You got to deliver the product. You got to talk to your customers. You got to get customer feedback. You got to put your systems in place. You got to understand your finances. It's a lot. Yeah. The school bells run, right. It's a lot. So you got to learn all of these things. And until you get to a place where you can have consistent revenue coming in and you are paying yourself, you can't hire anybody. You can't hand off to anyone else. You got to know your own system first.
That's a fact. But knowing this system, no, trying to create first of all, having enough runway to go through that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have enough runway.
Sometimes you don't have enough.
You might have 90 days. You might have 120. You might have 30 out this thing. And then what advice would you give to those people? Like, what do you think about entrepreneurs dealing under that type of pressure?
Keep your day job.
Damn. That was real.
Let your day job fund your dream job, right? Let your day job fund it. Stay in that day job. Work the nights, work the weekends. Put that money aside. Start paring back on your personal expenses.
Yeah. That's right.
Break it down. What is the necessity for you to live on? Because you got to have a gap somewhere, right? And I talk to entrepreneurs all the time. Well, especially here where I live, people are always like, well, I'm going to get a grant. Okay, let's talk about that.
I don't know anybody. I don't know.
Let's talk about getting grants for your business.
I don't know anybody.
Okay, you got to fill out their application. They're going to make you jump through 25 hoops for $10,000 or $25,000. And how many people apply for this?
10,000, 15,000.
Because if you had that much time to develop that application so that you end up on top, you got enough time to go out there and sell some stuff.
I felt that. No, I felt that. I felt that. That's the I be trained. You talking about this grant talk.
Exactly.
Talking this grant talk. Let's go get a lead. Let's go close a thing.
Thank you. You can make more money on a lead and know how to properly close it than what it takes to fill out all those freaking applications.
Absolutely. So one nugget I will give to entrepreneurs, right, is you don't have to be a master marketer, but a lot of times people be like, I know, first of all, how many entrepreneurs aren't good with social media? Get that shit out of your head.
Right.
You gotta be good on social media. They be like, well, I gotta do this. I spoke to a young lady, she's an author now, and she's sis, like she's super dope. And then she was like, I'm like, yo, sis, you gotta be on social media. She was like, I was in the crib writing books. I was looking like Sealy from Color Purple. We seen it live. I'm like, I felt that too. We was out here looking crazy. But that's the shit you need. Yeah. That's the shit you put up. That's the shit you go back to inspiration, right? People got to see your journey. The only reason why this podcast even got to where it is because I was on LinkedIn, sis.
Wow.
I was on LinkedIn. So I looked at the market. I looked at social media. I looked at what are the behaviors of the people that are on each platform. Mm-hmm. I can't get $1 million deal on Instagram. I'm not going to get that on Instagram. I'm not going to get it on Facebook. I'm not going to get it on TikTok. Can I get direct to consumer sales? Yes, depending on the product. But I'd rather be on LinkedIn where the decision makers are.
Right.
So I implore all the entrepreneurs to get on LinkedIn, because that's where most people don't even post on LinkedIn, because at the end of the day, you know what? What did my employer think? What did this thing? What did that one thing? What did everybody like? F that. Yo, show the journey, show the process, be yourself.
Create a new profile.
Create everything. You have a burner account. Do a Kevin Durant on these. Like, do what you gotta do to get this money. But there's no excuse when you can reach out to anybody right now. And just like that.
In an instant.
In touch with anybody. What do you invest your time? You show me a calendar and I'll show you what's important to you.
Yeah.
And that's for entrepreneurs. That's real folk, regular, everyday folk, whatever you're doing. We all got 24 hours and there's no excuse. And there's too many entrepreneurs like yourself that come on this show that have dealt with crazy shit.
Crazy
shit. You're like, oh, now that'll put them on out. You are still fighting. You feel me? Like, I'll give you one example. Like, dude, and that's my brother. He's actually my mentor. His name Paxton Baker. So he actually there's a minority owner of the Washington Nationals. He was the youngest at 9 from Compton. Youngest at 9 from Compton became a sports team owner.
Wow.
So think about like all the shit, all the BS you have to go through, all the experiences, all the bets you had to make on yourself, when to make the bet, when to pull back, when to hold it, when to fold it. It's a lot, y'all, but we can do it. It's never the talent. It's the journey that we just fall off at.
Yeah.
It's never that. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
How do you balance it? How do you balance the family now? Because you got rid of the bottleneck right now. What are you doing? What are you doing to chill? Because it's a lot sometimes.
It is a lot. And, there came another turning point for me. So when I started my business, about 6 months in, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Like out the blue. Like, what?
Wow.
Yeah. And multiple sclerosis flares when you are stressed. So I had to learn balance from the beginning. Damn. Not only did I have a family and they were my primary concern in the beginning, but now I have this autoimmune disease that stress triggers flare-ups, right? So I had to manage it. So I started putting in boundaries with clients first. Like from the beginning, I could not work 5 days a week. I could not.
You doing 3, 4?
I was doing 3 days a week because when I was first diagnosed, the medication they put me on took me out 2 days a week. Took me out 2 days a week.
Damn.
I had to make up those 2 days with my kids because they were still here. Damn. Right? Yeah. So I only had 3 days a week I could work, and I had to work very efficiently. So I put boundaries in place with my clients. You're not getting my cell phone number. I respond to emails. And people over the years, they were like, Michelle, you have such strict boundaries. Well, I had to. I had no other choice. So today, now that I have a team, I've raised my family, I can work when I want to work. But I created that life for me. That is my dream company, for me to be able to work when I am inspired to work. But yet my clients are being taken care of every single day because I have trained my people. And that's how I have balance. I do not work 24/7. I do not.
Ooh.
I work a good
I found that shit.
25 to 30 hours a week, maybe. But today I was gone all day with my husband. We was gone all day till like 2 o'clock.
Yo, fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. But that's the goal, right? For every entrepreneur is the freedom, yeah. Like, that's the goal.
Freedom.
Do what you want when you want with who you want. B.
But you got to start putting the building blocks in place so that when the time comes for freedom, it's already been built in.
Message.
It's already built in.
Shit, y'all with the Harriet Tubman. She free, y'all. She free. she trying to lead you to the water. I want to go to the water.
Yes.
That's real shit. Yo. That's real shit. Yo,
But you got to be real with people. I tell my new clients, I tell them how we work.
Yeah.
You are not going to see me. You will see my team, but not me.
Right.
But at a high level, like, you will see me. Like, if you want that, I'm there for that.
I'm there.
But that's going to fit into my schedule, right?
Conversations I'm here around.
Yeah. But I built this. Like, it took years.
A lot of iterations.
A lot of iterations. But this life I live today, I absolutely love it. Absolutely. I love helping clients. I love teaching. I love my team like you would not believe.
I love it.
These people hold me up. I kid you not. I kid you not.
I love it, but you deserve it because you put in the work and you didn't take the shortcut. You went through
take the shortcut.
You went through the process. You had to do what you have to do, and that looks differently for everybody.
It does.
You can't compare your process. You can't do it. You have to go through your own. Sometimes some people got to take the long route. Some people get that. It doesn't. It is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. So you just have to keep that in mind. But I can hear the happiness from you, sis. I'm proud of you. Like your story's inspiring. Like real talk. And like before we go, like what is, now that you got the business, like what is something else that you're aspiring to achieve at this level now? What's something that keeps you up at night? That's like, I got to get it.
I want other entrepreneurs to be able to live this type of life without having the stress and the hustle feeling of life. You can do it with ease. You can do it with grace. And you can be there for your family. You can be there for your elderly parents. You can be there for somebody who's sick in your family. You can do all these things and still be the leader of an amazing organization that changes lives.
Message.
And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to help those leaders get there because it can be done no matter how it looks, right? It can be done.
That's an absolute fact. Yeah, I heard the message. First of all, it's one thing to hear the message, but as I always say, it's a message in the movements. You got to see people that are doing the work, right? The movements show you what the message is. Anybody can say it, but there's success come with the receipts.
It does. Success comes from those who do not quit. And I tell people all the time, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? You ain't got to hire me today, but guess what? I'm still going to be here whenever you're ready to hire somebody.
That's it.
Message.
Hey, in the game.
I'm still going to be here. I'm not leaving.
But it takes a certain mindset to be like, I'm not stopping regardless of anything.
Regardless of anything, any person, like all the trials and tribulations, when I find a hole in my business, I feel it.
That's a fact.
Because I'm like, the barbecue man will never happen to me again.
Message.
Come on. So we gonna talk. So we're gonna connect some dots. That's my goal in 2026. Somebody said that the other day. I already said this. I've said this, and to see it to come to fruition is so amazing. So I said I want to be the Clarence Avant of the industry. I promise you, that's why I do 2, 3, 4 episodes a day. You just see my son, like he's in there. Why? Because I want to be able to do that. Michelle needs something. Michelle, you want to make? I actually happen to know the person that's at QuickBooks right now that's doing this or whatever.
Right.
And he was just on the show last Tuesday. Boom, boom, boom. I get off the phone call. If it progresses us, then it is a win.
Yes,
it is a win. Access is an asset. Relationship leads to revenue. We're shooting 2, 3 shots a day, and every relationship is sprouting differently.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm being good. I'm being genuine.
Right.
I don't ask nobody for nothing. I ain't gonna hit you with no bullshit afterwards and be like,
Right.
oh, yeah, da, da, da. If I hit you, it's for real because I know what you go
Right.
through. So I'm not even gonna play with your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want people to understand that, and it takes a certain mindset for that, and to see it come through. Like, I'm honored. And once again, you're part of the family now, sis. You're part of the More Than Entitled family now, along with 74 other guests.
Wow.
Anybody that I've had on prior to you, anybody I have on after you, sis, you have access. You got my number. If
Well,
you don't,
thank you.
make sure, like, we'll make sure, and just hit me. Anybody you need to speak to. If I can do something, I will do it.
Wow.
Business happen as a result because once again, like for people listening, I'm not like I didn't pay Michelle for her time. She could be working on her business. She could be her husband. They could have went out. They could have did anything. But she said, "I'm gonna come to More Than Entitled." So that shit means something to me.
Yeah.
She wanted to give the game to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So my exchange is, guess what? You need something, I got you. The way you showed up for me is the way I'm gonna show for you always. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah. This is your celebration. This is your month. And I'm just honored to be able to have you on, sis. And I really mean that shit. So
thank you so much.
Keep grinding. And this was dope. It was inspiring.
Thank you. I hope I inspired somebody out there. Like, you don't have to be an accountant. You can just be you. And for those people who are not business owners that are listening to this, support another Black-owned business. Like, support them with your dollars. Because it is hard out here. It is hard. And when other Black people don't support Black people, because so many times I have had a Black person come to me and they decided not to work with us and go to the white man. And that just hurts my heart. I'm like, you don't see the value here, girl?
Message.
So if you're out there, support another Black-owned business. Like in however you support them, but support them.
Support them with the dollars, man.
Yes.
Stop being so critical. Yes, stop being so critical of Black businesses as well.
I know.
Sometimes, all right, cool. You evolve, yeah. Sometimes we don't. First of all, we don't get that information, first generational knowledge of that. It takes a certain person, a certain special mindset to say, I'm gonna jump off the ledge. I'm gonna be the person that's gonna actually do something sustainable for the family, create something that we could all be proud of, and then we don't support that person, and then we complain that we don't have that person. Stop doing that shit, y'all.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like we gotta change the narrative. Change the narrative, because then if that's the case, then nobody want to do it. Nobody want to jump off the ledge, right? You got the $1 million idea, but you ain't willing to go through the process, right? Maybe the next Apple or some shit. Come on, do it, man. And she's testimony. I'm testament to that. This is what it is. We have 2-3 episodes a week showing you people doing the shit. When are you gonna decide?
Right.
When are you gonna? Because it's a similar story across the board.
It is. Mm-hmm.
It had an idea, persevered, had to go through it, lost someone, got somebody, did this, iterations, ideas, dream deferred, all that shit, and I still made it.
Yeah.
And I still made it. So it tells you it takes a lot, y'all, and that's what this is for. And that's why I want to celebrate the people like Michelle that are doing this, right? Because people like Michelle, people like myself, we ain't gonna be on Channel 7. We're gonna be on these big platforms and all this shit. We got to tell our own narrative.
Yeah.
I had a young lady come on yesterday, Faye Coleman. She's super dope. I want to introduce you to her.
Okay.
She actually has a Whoopi Goldberg as a partner, and she has a THC hemp product, and she has a first store launching right across the street from Hard Rock in Atlantic City. She's dope.
Okay.
She is super dope. But she mentioned 3 Black women that were doing crazy things. That were like, one had a laundry business in 1850 that employed 75,000 women, and I'm like, why have I never heard of these women?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm doing this, right? Because we have to tell our stories.
We have to tell our stories. Yes.
I have to. So this is what it's for. It's More Than Entitled. I don't care what your title is. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're a great person, you're a great person, right? You heard her story. He's persevered, right? Went through, took the chance. Could have been in corporate America.
Yeah.
Could have said, you know what? I'm not at Kellogg no more. I'm going to go to Coca-Cola, Pepsi, anyway. She could have went to any brand.
Mm-hmm.
Had on a palm and said, you know what? I'm going to bet on me. I'm going to take the road less traveled. That's the real shit. And when you on the road less traveled, you got to build the brake. You got to build the road while you drive.
Yep. You do.
the road while you drive. You hit it like this.
Yes.
Brick, brick. And this shit is hard. You try to do that shit with a leg coming out the car. Try to do it. You be like, these motherfuckers praise, they pray. We're loco.
Yeah.
We're loco. But guess what?
Yes.
Family, for the dream, for all of that, for
Mhm.
every sacrifice that our family members made, our ancestors, whoever they are,
Mhm.
this shit's worth it.
It is.
And she's telling you. So this is what it is, Women's History Month. We got Michelle Mitchell. You need any accounting, any financial advice, you know who to hit. You can't say you ain't got people. You can't say you ain't got people or somebody that you can trust, man. You heard her story right here. And so, sis, 275, I'm honored. Where can they reach you at? Just if somebody want to hit you up, be like, yo, I love your story, whatever.
Yeah, you can reach me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn.
Oh.
So LinkedIn, Michelle Mitchell, or Mitchell Consulting. Our website is mitchellconsultingservice.com. You can reach through there, or Instagram. My personal Instagram is now I am Michelle Mitchell. So send me a DM.
There you go. And we're gonna have the website to the business on the episode. And once that case, come on, it's your time to shine, big boy. What up? It's your time to shine, big boy. Come on, talk to me.
Train up a child. Train up a child.
Come on, big boy. What we doing? Come on, you ready? This is my big boy, Case King Thomas. What you got to say to the people, kid?
Thank you for watching More Than a Title, and my name's Case.
Yeah, kid. My baby boy.
And make sure to subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. What are we doing? All right, kid. So you already know, episode 275, Michelle Mitchell in the building. We love y'all. We're going to see y'all tomorrow. And we got dope episodes all next week, man. Keep on tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Doesn't happen without y'all. Love y'all. You know what I mean?
What you know about me? I seen it all, heard it all. Oh, what you know about me? I done it all, just want it